Welcome to our next RE lesson. We've been wearing our odd socks. Have you? The other day I was talking to my brother and I told him that we're going to be thinking about anti-bullying. The next day he sent me a text message. Have a look what we were saying to each other.
You're a stinky bum. Why are you being so mean? You said you were thinking about anti-bullying. Oh, it's anti-bullying, not anti-bullying.
How mean was that? He got all confused about the two different words. One that is anti, which means that you're against something, and the other, which is an auntie, who is the sister of someone's mum or dad, someone like me. In our assembly, we had the story of Esther, and there was a big bully called Haman. Haman wanted to get rid of all of the Jews, all because he hated one man called Mordecai. We're now going to be thinking a little bit more about our story. I'm going to test you and see how much you can remember. In a moment, we're going to have some pictures come up onto the screen. They're all going to be scrambled up. Let's see if you can put them in the right order. How did you get on? Let's see if you got them right. We'll unscramble all the pictures and put them in the right order. Did you get them right? I hope so.
Thanks, Deb, for recapping our story. What a story! Esther was really brave and stood up to the bully Haman. Christians believe that God is with us in every situation and that he is with us today too. But let's think about, what is a bully? In your table groups, I want you to think about, what is a bully? Come up with some ideas. Pause the video now. Okay, what have you thought of? I came up with lots of different ideas. A bully can kick. A bully can hit you. A bully sometimes pushes us. A bully can call us nasty and mean names and horrible things. A bully can take things from us for himself or herself. But you know, nobody ever deserves to be bullied. And we can't always tell who the bully is. Let's think about how we're all different. Get a piece of paper from your teacher and I want you to draw a picture of yourself on that piece of paper. Pause the video now. Okay, in front of you, you've got a picture of yourself. Swap it with the person next to you. Now have a look at the picture you've got in front of you. How many things on that person is different to you? You know, we're all different in many, many ways. We have different hair, different colour eyes. We're tall, we're short. Sometimes we're slim, sometimes we're a bit fatter. You know, it doesn't matter. Because in the Bible it tells us that we're all created in God's image. And God believes each one of us is beautiful and unique. Talk to the person sat next to you about the differences you can see in the picture. And to other people, compare them with other people in your class. Pause the video now while you have a little chat and a think. We can't always tell who the bullies are. Sometimes they're young, sometimes they're old. But we know that they usually pick on people's differences. Sometimes it's the colour of our hair, the colour of our eyes, the colour of our skin. Sometimes it's because we're tall or very short. Sometimes it's because we have disabilities. Sometimes it's because we're clever and can answer all the questions. Sometimes it's because we're shy or because we're rich and have all the nice things. But you know, even if we can't tell who the bullies are, we can do something about bullying. We can see how we react when we see or notice somebody being bullied. So how will you react when you see a bully? Let's think about that next.
I wonder, how do you feel when somebody isn't nice to you?
What do we do when we see somebody who's being bullied?
Do you stand there and watch?
Barley, you're so stupid.
Do you join in?
Barley, you're so stupid.
Fight! 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 Fight!
Do you stand up for them?
Barley, you're so stupid.
Monkey, stop being mean! You're bullying Barley!
Do you not listen and ignore someone when they try to tell you?
Jenny! Jenny! Jenny!
I'm busy.
Big dog, you just pushed me!
Oh, stop making a fuss. I'm busy. I'll sort it in a minute. Shush.
Do we tell someone?
Jenny, can I just have a word with you?
Yeah, of course you can.
I just want to say about Barley. He's really upset, you know.
Why?
Well, Donkey's been not very nice to him all day. When we realise that we've been the bully, what do we need to do? What should we do next? That's easy, isn't it? Because we should always say sorry. But that's not as easy as it seems. And sometimes when we say sorry because we've upset somebody, it's hard for them to accept that apology. But we should really, otherwise the argument or whatever's upset us just carries on and on and on and on.
Barley, I'm really, really sorry. Can we be friends again?
Oh, yes, of course, Donkey!
Let's think about how we can stop ourselves becoming that bully.
So, can we stop bullying? How can we help? Will it even make a difference? Stop the video and have a think. What can you do to stop bullying? We can all have an impact on bullying. Change can start with us. If we all come together and make small changes, it can have a big impact. Listen to the story I'm going to tell you about how a little girl made a huge impact by just a small action. It all started when a young girl was walking along a beach upon which thousands of starfish had been washed up during a terrible storm. When she came to each starfish, she would pick it up and throw it back into the ocean. People watched her with amusement. They were laughing at her. She had been doing this for some time when a man approached her and said, "Little girl, why are you doing this? Look at this beach. You can't possibly save all these starfish. You can't even begin to make a difference." The girl seemed sad, suddenly really deflated. But after a few moments, She bent down, picked up another starfish and hurled it as far as she could into the ocean. Then she looked up at the man and said, "Well, I made a difference for that one." The old man looked at the girl inquisitively and thought about what she had done and said. Inspired, he joined the little girl in throwing starfish back into the sea. Soon others joined in, and all the starfish were saved. The little girl in our story made a huge difference, even when people didn't think she could. And we can do that too. We can do things which will help prevent bullying. I remember once I was in a supermarket and I got to the till and I was paying for my shopping when a young man tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, I'd really like to pay for your shopping." I was amazed. I said, "Are you really sure you want to pay for my shopping?" And he said, "Yes, I would love to pay for your shopping." And so that day I went home with a basket full of shopping and I hadn't paid for any of it. It made me so happy. I couldn't stop telling everybody I met how kind this young man had been. And we can do things like that for other people too. Maybe we can be kind and use one kind word. Are you okay? Would you like to play with me? You look nice today. Would you like to share my crisps? Maybe we can show we care somehow. Hi, Sue. I've heard you're not very well. Are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Yes, of course. I'll bring you some shopping round later. Maybe we can show respect. I don't know if any of you watched a recent England v Poland football match. England always bow a knee before the match starts to take a stand against racism and bullying, to try and make a difference. At the Poland match, the England team were loudly booed by the Polish supporters. And Robert Lewandowski, one of the Polish players, one of the best players in the world, stood up in front of his own fans and pointed to the respect badge on his shirt. He was telling them that bullying is not okay. Or maybe we can just smile at someone. Morning!
Morning.
We can show friendship to people who perhaps haven't got many friends.
Oh, look, there's Sue over there.
Oh.
She looks a bit lonely. Shall we go and ask her to play?
Yeah, let's ask her.
Oh, am I on there? I'll go. Sue, are you alright?
Yeah.
You want to come and be our friend? You can come and play on the seesaw with us.
Oh, yes, please.
Come on then, let's go.
Our little acts of kindness can inspire others too. If the last 18 months of COVID have taught us anything, it's that little acts of kindness and consideration can change the world and brighten people's day. I wonder, in your class, if you can go back and think of ways that you can share kindness and care in your school. Maybe you can do it together as a class. And can you then show that care and consideration in your community? How can you make a difference? Esther, in our Bible story, made a big difference, and she knew that God was with her. And Christians believe that God is with them too, and that with His help, they can make a difference too. See you next time. Bye.